Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica, and I'm here with Joy McAfee, Joy The Village Doula, and LLC, and she is here talking about all postpartum doula. And so, Joy, why wouldn't you, would you please introduce yourself and explain a little bit on what your specialty is?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. My name is Joy. I am a certified postpartum doula. I provide full time postpartum support services to families that are navigating life after birth, life after baby adoption as well. Um, my specialty happens to be in emotional support and also in providing meal services. I offer multiple packages to clients that are interested in having in home or virtual support, ranging with services from errand running, meal prep and meal service, light tidying, things like dishes and things like laundry are on that list of package services as well. And infant care education and really also facilitating rest for new families.
Oh, that's incredible. So you basically come in and just provide that in-home support for literally whatever that person wants, basically, which oh my goodness, that's incredible. You're a busy woman.
I am
Well,
indeed. I am indeed. Just the whole idea of the packages is really to be able to provide sacred support to families that are looking for the same type of guidance, the same type of nurturing that they received during their labor and delivery process for an extended period of time as they navigate the transition into early parenthood.
that's amazing. Did you ever do um, the doula part of it pre-baby as well, or did you always specialize in the postpartum doula?
I have always specialized in postpartum support.
What drew you to that aspect of it?
Well, many different things outside of the convenience for my family, as I also have a 14-year-old son and a 9-year-old daughter that need mama.
Yeah.
And need mama to show up for things. Outside of that, the convenience of that, for our family schedule is also my very personal struggle with my postpartum, uh, navigating life and with my postpartum period, navigating life after my son was born, and briefly after my daughter was born, just really looking for the type of expert support and nurturing that is supplied to families through my brand of business was exactly what I was seeking for. And to find that there was a career that was centered upon providing that sacred support to families, outside of it, without it being a luxury service, more so it being the village caring enough for new parents that are navigating the challenge and walking alongside them with that care, that empathy, and that infant care education, and ready and willing to facilitate rest in all the ways is really what brought me into this work.
That's incredible. And so, Joy, you also attend appointments with these postpartum mamas to help with infant care as well. You support them in any way that you can, correct?
So there are options if
Okay.
families are interested in receiving support that looks like me accompanying them to appointments. I have
Okay.
absolutely done that and always offer it. If there are single mamas or new parents that are having a hard time because of that brain fuzz that happens from being exhausted, and they want someone that is going to help remind them of the questions to ask or point out places on their body where they're maybe not remembering have been sore in the past, but maybe feeling a little better or just not able to identify those. I'm happy to help and share that experience with them, or even just to be out of the room so they can have the privacy that they need to meet with their practitioner while I'm providing infant support as well. There are so many varied ways of providing sacred support, and I really let clients be able to steer based on what they feel is comfortable and also based on my boundaries as well.
Absolutely. How long have you been doing this type of profession for?
Yeah, so I've been a full-time postpartum doula now for 4 years. Wait, no, I think 5.
Oh my gosh. That's
for 5
amazing.
years. Yes.
You're a busy woman. Do you have like a plan with the couple before starting your journey with them, or what is that process? How do people like typically find you, and when do they say like, yes, I need you after baby's born and stuff like that? How does that process look like?
Absolutely. So there are a plethora of ways. I usually get referrals from other birth doulas that are or want that families are expressing a need or desire to have extended support after baby is born and after that postpartum visit with their birth doula has occurred. And so I'll get referrals that way. Clients also reach out to me very specifically, wanting to set up support early on, as early as 25 weeks, as late as 2 weeks after the baby was born.
That's
Looking for support, hoping to start support, and so once a meet and greet is scheduled through my website, I do meet with families to discuss what their options are for support packages and also do customizations based on maybe some things that they're looking for. They may want, more infant care education, or less infant care education if they've already, if this isn't their first time around the block, if they already have other children or have had previous birth experience and previous postpartum experience, maybe they'll want more help with meal service or meal prep. Maybe they'll want more help with how to maybe bathe their baby, or what are some safe ways or some new evidence-based practices surrounding infant care, or what are some new evidence-based practices surrounding their own healing care. So looking for healing care education and also lactation support if they're looking for basic lactation support or to be connected with community resources. So really, again, just so much opportunity to be able to provide clients and families with the support they need to have the most successful postpartum time as possible, that they can really enjoy and relish and have someone that's in the trenches with them through both the heavy and hard, and also to celebrate the victories with them as well.
Oh, that's amazing. And then, Joy, you do something called a giving tree. Could
Yes.
you explain and talk a little bit about that as well?
Absolutely. So the Giving Tree is absolutely my passion project. Um, the Giving Tree is mutual support for mutual aid support for postpartum families in the early parts of their postpartum journey that maybe are finding it challenging to have the resources, the financial resources to afford postpartum support. Um, in the early days of my postpartum journey with both my children, I know we could not afford to hire someone that would be able to lavish us with the type of support that we needed. But I also have always understood that postpartum support is it's not a luxury service. It is absolutely the difference between healthy maternal outcomes and trying to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps or simply surviving the postpartum time. And so making sure that families have access to my particular brand of support, and that it's affordable for them without them having to come out of pocket and have to make a decision between diapers or getting the support that they need. So the Giving Tree is just mutual aid. It's a mutual aid fund that allows the community to support this effort of making postpartum support affordable for all people through financial donations, through for financial gifts specifically. So the very first year that we started, we received a gift of $5,000, which gave us the opportunity to provide support to 6 families through the year without them having to pay for any groceries, without them having to pay for my particular support, and they received over 30 hours of support, each of them individually. Now, as it stands, with inflation, and also with my business picking up more and more speed, there has not been any gifts to fund or have financial funds available to provide support to families through the Giving Tree at no cost. So it would look like if folks are asking for pro bono support and that those time frames that they're looking for support are available, it would be doing so pro bono, based on the fact that there aren't any funds. So
Yes.
the Giving Tree, shameless plug. On my website, if folks are interested in donating, the information on how to do that is available through my website so that we can continue to produce more funds and continue to have more support from the village
Mhm.
to the village, to navigate the postpartum period. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that's like it's so incredible. Just being a part of a community, a tight-knit community to be able to support these families in the best way that we can is truly incredible. Like, there's no other words other than incredible with it. So, Joy, you offer meals to your clients as well. So, what type of meals are you providing?
So some of the meals on my menu are actually meals, recipes that are passed down through my family. So my family is from the South, and so there's red beans and rice and cornbread. I also have background, of course, growing up here in Minnesota, with chili. You know, chili is very healing. Nice, something nice and warm, and also wild rice soup, which is also, with the wild rice, a staple here in Minnesota as well. So there's a cozy wild rice soup, there's chili, there's red beans and rice and cornbread. There is chicken pot pie. Folks go wild over the chicken pot pie that I make, and absolutely enjoy that as well. So many different options. There are breakfast options as well. Um, Avocado toast being one of them, with a nice seasonal fruit salad on the side, BLTs or turkey BLTs, in case some folks want to have something that's grab and go ready with a nice side salad on the side. And the portable salad dressing that comes with it is constantly changing. Sometimes it's different brands of of salad dressing, and sometimes it's others. So the vast majority of the meals are to accommodate or, um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Nourish, very
Absolutely,
nourishing for the mom.
absolutely, to
Yeah.
promote lactation and healing, that's the word.
Everything in there is making me really hungry. That sounds amazing. And
Absolutely.
so Joy, what does your typical day throughout throughout your postpartum, what does a day look like when you're helping these families?
Absolutely. So, most of the time when I come in, the first thing that I'll do is greet the family and wash my hands immediately. I'm usually wearing scrubs with my branding on it and my name, and that's not to impersonate a nurse. It is simply because babies come with poop and pee sometimes and spit up sometimes, and it's just to keep myself clean.
Mhm.
So I'll often wear scrubs with my brand on them, and then once my hands are washed, I'll sit down with the family and ask them how they're doing, how their days have gone, what things that they've been experiencing. I'll ask them to share their challenges and their triumphs with me, and then ask them also when would be a good time if that time isn't the best. I'll ask them if they would when they would like to schedule a time to sit down and do some emotional support. I'll also ask them what their goals are for the day for themselves and how I can help support those goals. And then right from there, I usually end up putting baby on. I'll wear baby and begin the tasks of the day, such as the laundry, if it's a part of their package, or also the tidying of the kitchen or sanitizing bottles, which is always a part of every package that's offered, and infant care, of course. While I'm providing infant care, I'm also checking to see is baby gassy, and I'll maybe do something called the 8th circuit with baby to help move some gas around, and help baby. If I'm noticing that baby is a little constipated, we'll start moving some tension around in the
Yeah.
body, giving light massage to help baby, flexing those muscles some to help baby baby, get gas out. I'll also do some light tummy time with baby, very few exercises, but most of the time I'm focused on helping baby and family rest very, very well while things in the house are being taken care of. And one, if their package does include it, of course, meals will be ready when nap time is over, whenever they wake. And I always also like to add, if families are open to it, and also if time allows, notes of encouragement and empowerment, letting them know, I noticed that baby's gaining weight. Great job.
Yeah.
Or I'm noticing that I also noticed as well that you're getting good rest. Good job listening to your body, or you can do this. One of my favorite notes I left for a client said, "You're made of stardust. You got this." Right?
Amazing.
Just reminding what is inside of us, all of the beautiful that's inside of us, reflecting belovedness back to clients is really, really something that I cherish in this work.
I love that. Are you typically spending an hour, 2 hours doing all of these tasks, or is it like a full day activities? What is that? What's time?
Sure.
Yeah, how's long?
Absolutely. So it really just depends. I mean, sometimes the support, sometimes emotional support will take up much time, and families will just want to be able to have a safe place to put their experiences and receive a new frame in which to look at their experiences, or a reminder in which they understand that the amount of time that it takes really just depends upon the goals for the day and the family's specific needs. Sacred support does offer a lot of opportunities to flex based on a family's need. If the need is more rest, then I will busy myself with the things that are needed to be done to help support the household or infant care at that time as well. If there's a sibling and their package includes sibling care, then most of my time is spent with both infant care and sibling care at that time, and making space for making sure that the meals are available when the parents do emerge from resting.
Absolutely. Oh, that's amazing. When you mentioned community, and so who else do you work with within the community to help support these families?
Absolutely. So the birth work community is such a wonderfully tight knit community. So full spectrum doulas, postpartum doulas, craniosacrum therapists, along with IBCLCs within the network of birth doulas that I surround myself. Really, my birth work family are. The folks that I find myself connected with within birth work community. I'm also the outreach director for Postpartum Support Minnesota,
Oh,
which is a
wow.
chapter of Postpartum Support International, the Minnesota chapter of Postpartum Support International. And
Wow.
so I find myself connected in those ways as well.
Yeah.
Um, Absolutely. I could go on and on with because the birth work community and resources available in the birth work community are so vast. But for time, those are the two that I find myself connected with the very most.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, those are all the questions that I have for you, Joy. And so thank you so much for being here today and sharing your knowledge and your community with us and talking a little bit about your services. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.